The following brought to you in part by Hemp CBD Connex. Creative cannabis marketing, media, and design, Kind Time, and Yummy RealCannaHoney.com.
My name is Monte, and I live in Eugene, Oregon. And what brought me here was 11 years ago. I was crushed by a 130-foot Douglas fir tree. I was helping my neighbors move, and I woke up in the hospital about a month later, and I had people. I was never alone at the hospital. I learned after a period of time that there were people in Central America holding. The town had some kind of a shaman thing, where I had a couple friends down there, and they were telling, hey, a buddy just got crushed by a tree. He's not looking good. And so they did a sacrifice kind of thing, the whole town for a night. They did a shaman thing. And then I had the Hopi Indians in Arizona, I found out later. And they had a whole ceremony to try and bring the spirits and the power. The power. I had no idea this was going on. I had the Nez Perce in Montana that were doing a sacrifice and a healing ceremony, I guess I should say. And I found out about all this later, but as I'm writing my book, I'm finding and talking to people. I had a shaman as they took me in. I had 7 emergency traumas. I had the tree just crushed me from the T12 down. I was paralyzed, and I learned that people were doing crystals and non-touching work on me as I was going to get operated on. When I was in a coma, I had people with crystals, and I had a community of people that I didn't know about until I started talking to people later, how really serious it was. And so I woke up on New Year's Eve, 2007, and I saw a bunch of people were around, my mom and stepdad, and it was amazing. And you don't think it's real. You're trying to just figure it out. You can move, you're moving your arms, but you have I can't see my toes because my stomach was so extended with bruising and the compression fractures and the collapsed lungs and the branch through my chest and a broken leg. It was crazy. But I learned the power of hope that came in, and when I had doctors come in, because I was always like, I'm going to walk again. And I found this out later. The doctors were telling my friends and people that were visiting, he's saying he's going to walk again. Just kind of, just go with it. And then about a month later, I guess the doctors got pretty serious, and I had all of my doctors in. I think there were 4 or 5, and they're like, Monty, you're not going to walk again. And I was like, but my spinal cord's not severed. And they're like, I'm going to walk again. They're like, we'll show you a picture of your MRI. I said, I don't need a picture of my MRI. Just go and let me figure this out. And that was the day that the best day of this new chapter in my life was figuring out that I was on my own. The doctors were experts, but they had no idea about they hadn't experienced the things that I had. And I just realized that this was an opportunity to come for people. All these people were coming to see me. I was never alone. And so it was like an awakening. So I can listen to the law of averages that the doctors have, or I can do the Jimmy V, don't give up, don't ever give up. And then just that community, and we're all intertwined. The power of hope. And I just kept telling people, I will walk again. And I wasn't the best patient at the hospital, but I knew that I had to do things my way. So I'm here after 10 years of heavy opiate, obviously, prescriptions. And about 10 years, a couple years ago, I was introduced to CBD. And I was able to get off the opiates just cold turkey. I didn't use CBD or anything, but being poor at the time and not being on disability and food stamps, I found out that there's a lot of people out there that need this medicine and don't have access to it just because they can't afford it. I am here because how can I have an impact with CBD and what it does? It worked for me. I was able to use different forms, wax, flower, don't really smoke it, but I just found what was good for me. And it's not like I use it every day, but I use it consistently, and it really works. I probably take higher doses than it is, but it offers me sleep. It offers me stability. In a way, it offers me the power of the placebo, which is everything that you want to. Everything. It changed my life. I am here because I represent a farmer who grows hemp, and I wanted to get. I was thinking about taking a line of products, and introducing my story in one at a time. But I wanted to have a larger impact, and it works. And through this, I met people at the local physical therapies, the pools, introduced them to CBD, and I just found a pattern of people. They absolutely. It's indescribable. Words can't describe it.